And even though there's vaguely shrouded racism, you're not, Deku grubs aren't allowed in a thing. Anyway, if you need to find the 5 members of the Bomberman squad and, well, first you need to not go, horizontally or vertically in line with them because they'll explode and kill you, but okay, maybe that doesn't actually happen, but you need to find them all. They're quote-unquote hidden all around Clocktown except for South Clocktown for some reason. I guess that's like a hub or something and it's too obvious to hide there or something. There's not really a whole lot going on there except for a bunch of doors and owl statues and stuff. Yeah, this game sort of throws a lot at you by setting you start off in the middle of the most populous town in pretty much any Zelda game I've ever seen. And you just sort of have to guess what everything's for, and there's like a billion heart pieces you can technically get, although you're not really expected to, and it might be difficult / impossible without much later in-game equipment and stuff. I should probably just take my money from this guy because I want to save up some stuff. Whatever. Actually, instead, I'll just deposit more so I have more money later. Question mark, question mark. I mean, it would probably work just as well if I save. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the better method because then if I skip too much time or something and then it ends up not being feasible to get 50 rupees for the bomb bag, or if I'm not able to actually buy it, I'll already have those deposited. I don't know, I probably... Oh, there's Link the Goron entering. If you wanted to go earlier, you could totally steal his room, but as a good Samaritan, I would never consider such a thing until I can do it for small profits. You know, that jerk just falls right off the building. And... what? Don't do that, that's not fair. You won't even come back. Whatever, I think we'll get scared and freak out eventually. If I hang around over here, maybe. Come on, I can't get back there. There's no reason to really be running around. There's probably some way to glitch out of here as a Deku, but as soon as you get back to regular Link, you're allowed out without a problem, so... Oh gosh, I'm running out of time, aren't I? I need to catch them all by 6 p.m. Oh dear. This... I really would not like to do this again. Let's see, can I just duck in and duck back out? Not at that rate. Maybe I've glitched it out to not actually having it. Dang it. Okay, maybe it was the next... I don't know, maybe it was just 12-hour time limit instead of by the end of this 12-hour period. Okay, maybe it is. I do see him there still, so... I lucked out. I was hoping not to screw up like that at all. I mean, I'm still doing this much faster than I did my practice run, but I was sort of like going around. No, 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 no. You're not allowed back there. But yeah, I was sort of screwing around trying to find the fastest way to go about doing things in my practice run, and as such, I'm just talking about what I've done in my practice run in this entire frigging Let's Play. Okay, so good deal. Now we get to look at their backs and get into their dangerous gang that likes to do good deeds for people. That's a pretty great concept. 13425. Unfortunately, this is randomly generated, but fortunately it was randomly generated a pretty easy code this time. I like how the map freaks out when you use the swirly attack. It doesn't really know what direction to point you in. So what was it? 13425? No. I always want to mash A to make that stuff appear faster, but it already appears fast enough to break. It's annoying. Okay, that's pretty easy to remember. But yeah, it's the same throughout each file, but the different between files, so once you know it, as long as you aren't doing anything stupid like not recording your footage and have a bad memory and stuff. But anyway, you just have to hop across the water here, pretty simple stuff. These are... I don't understand why everyone's all scared of, like, re-deads and stuff. These are more scary than anything else on the basis that they do damage and don't die in 2 hits and can't be frozen all easily. I mean, sure, Scream, but I think jumping down in close quarters is more intimidating than Scream. Anyway, that balloon was inexplicably blocking the way there. I really don't know why they bother doing that. It just sort of makes it a hassle to get back in here. I don't know why you can Z-target the... Oh wait, that's a moon's tear. That's why you can Z-target it, because it is a valuable thing that you need to beat this segment of the game. So anyway, there's actually a lot you can do with this telescope. I believe there's at least a heart piece, but by zooming in you can see stuff that will then appear in the field that you would not be able to see if you hadn't zoomed in on it or something. I don't know how it works exactly. Probably not going to be dealing with that, but it's interesting to know nevertheless. Yeah, sure. Anyway, old Deco Scrubby over there is looking up at the moon, and the moon is shooting lasers out of its eyes. I'd say that's a bad sign. Slightly more intimidating than slowly falling to crush it down. And why is the telescope able to move so quickly, and why is it not very good at looking very far in the distance, and why was it able to point directly down at the ground outside of it? That is all I have to complain about. Anyway, Santa Claus over there saying go steal that valuable moon tear that landed on my property. Sounds like a plan to me. And if you are exploring Joe, there's a lot of other stuff you can just look at and do in Clock Town. But for the purposes of this Let's Play, I'm not feeling extraordinarily explory, so I will be talking to this dancing scarecrow, which is only useful at this point in the game and never again. Why, you ask? Well, you'll find out later, you jerk. Okay, well, 12 hours remain before we get creamed by the moon, and yeah, he won't even let you dance anymore because it would involve dancing until the world ends. But it seems like a pretty decent pastime. Of course, no rupees respawn. That can't even be broken. Gosh. But anyway, basically now that I have the moon's tear, all I need to do is fly up to the clock tower, shoot down some clocks, and I can go back to being young Link and actually participate in stuff. And from the looks of it, I will have enough time to go grind rupees until I can afford a bomb bag, which I will likely speed up if that ends up working out, or totally cut out if it doesn't. Okay, so that wasn't so bad, even if on some of the runs I had questionable success. Now time to head to the bomb shop and see that they're closed, and oh gosh, I find that way too plausible to feel comfortable joking about. Ugh. Oh well, not the worst deal. At least I'll be able to dump it off in the bank, which is handily right next to the bomb shop if it doesn't work out. Which it quite possibly wouldn't, considering the sodding world is ending in about a matter of 45 seconds. Oh hey, got in. Oh hey, someone's there. Sweet, I may have been able to bypass a really super arbitrary thing that really doesn't matter. Sweet. And now I have a cool 2 rupees. Yeah, okay, a giant meteorite is smashing directly into your town. This may be the last time you see fireworks. I guess if you're retarded enough not to leave. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really get... I think it's implied some people are evacuating, and the only interesting people who you interact with are just douches who aren't smart enough to. I don't know. Either way, I have had impeccable timing, and I'm ready to trigger this annoying cutscene, which happens no matter what you are, even if you are one of the other 3 creatures in the game, which in no way could feasibly use the flower weed-looking thing. Okay, blah 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 blah. And yes, he does that every time with the entire animation. Okay, yeah, give me a moon tier. Whoops, I forgot to equip the moon tier. Sweet, 20 bombs, which will be long gone in a few minutes. That's done. Yes. I got a toilet paper. Yes, that was only partially ironic. You'll find out about that mystery soon enough. Probably in the next recording segment, considering I'm probably going to do these by the cycle. And probably, quote-unquote, extensively, quote-unquote, plan each, quote-unquote, cycle. By which I mean set of 3 days, by the way, in case that wasn't terribly obvious. Whoops. Oh no, I hit the moon. It's gonna fall down now.